And the Oscar goes to...
Many talk about a possible decadence of the Oscars. Even President Donald Trump have criticized the ceremony's ideological drift. To understand this debate, we have to go back to the beginning of the Oscars. The Academy Awards began as a quiet industry gathering in 1929, a private dinner at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. 15 statuettes were handed out in 15 minutes. Without today's pomposity, the first Oscars was just about filmmakers honoring their own. The World War I drama, Wings, took Outstanding Picture. Emil Jennings and Janet Gaynor claimed the acting prizes and became the first man and woman to ever win an Oscar. It was an intimate celebration of cinema's early artistry. By the 1930s and 1940s, the Oscars grew into something larger. Categories expanded to over 20, so the merit and creativity of other works could also be tested. It Happened One Night swept the top awards in 1934. Gone with the Wind dominated in 1939, with Hattie McDaniel becoming the first black winner for supporting actress. Great Westerners like John Wayne's 1939 Stagecoach took 2 awards. During World War II, ceremonies moved to theaters for practicality. The sealed envelope system arrived in 1941 to heighten suspense. Then television entered the picture in 1953. This allowed the 25th ceremony, hosted by Bob Hope, to reach millions for the first time.
Friends everywhere, welcome to this very special birthday.
1960s and 70s brought films that mirrored social change. In the Heat of the Night tackled race head-on and won Best Picture. Sidney Poitier became the first black Best Actor winner in 1964, and viewership climbed steadily as the event consolidated as a cultural ritual. While new Western classics like Paul Newman and Robert Redford's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid won 4 awards in 1969. The Godfather and its sequel claimed back-to-back top honors in 1973 and 1974, gathering a total of 9 awards. In 1975, one of Steven Spielberg's classics, Jaws, did not only become a landmark of film history, but also took 3 Academy Awards. In 1978, science fiction consolidated as a worthy genre in film after Star Wars: A New Hope won 6 out of the 11 nominations it had received, including Best Visual Effects. In the 80s, classics like Oliver Stone's Platoon and Barry Levinson's Rain Man took the Best Picture award with them. Then, the 1990s marked the high point. Classics like Silence of the Lambs, Schindler's List, Forrest Gump, Braveheart came up and won Best Picture, becoming epic crowd pleasers. Then in 1998, Titanic's win drew the largest audience ever. Over 57 million viewers in the US watched as it won 11 Oscars. But starting in the 2000s, numbers began to slip. Streaming services rose. Live TV viewing declined. Fewer films became universal blockbusters. By the mid-2010s, audiences hovered in the 30 million range, then lower. The 2015 and 2016 nominations sparked the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite due to the total absence of black actors. Data showed that in the years before, only about 8% of nominees were people of color. The Academy responded. Membership expanded dramatically, doubling diverse representation by the 2020s when the Academy introduced representation and inclusion standards for Best Picture eligibility, requiring films to meet 2 of 4 criteria on screen and behind the camera starting in 2024. The Academy's stated goal is to, quote, encourage equitable representation on and off screen to better reflect the diverse global population. Now, fast forward to this year's Oscars. Sinners ended up winning 4 Academy Awards: Best Actor, Best Original Screenplay, Best Cinematography, and Best Original Score. Now for Best Picture, the winner ended up being Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Senior Breitbart writer Don Nolte described this movie as basically an inverted remake of D.W. Griffith's racist 1950 movie, Birth of a Nation. Viva la Revolution! Battle, he says, is a woke movie full of black girl bosses and white guys who are either hapless sitcom dads or virulent racists. The legions of villains, all white, are obvious stand-ins for our true-life heroes in eyes. The good guys are violent, leftist Antifa-style revolutionaries. Now, the ceremony itself represented a new historic low in terms of viewership. Nielsen reported that the Academy Awards was watched by 17.9 million people, suffering a 9% fall compared to older lows of the last 4 years. Still, the Academy Awards migration to YouTube still leaves an open ending to what their future might look like. If you don't want to miss the big picture of the latest events in politics and culture too, register by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code. We'll be sending updates about our latest releases. And because you're still here, we invite you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. This is fundamental for the production of more content like this one.